Yeah, you say you presented a really good case, but the judge never looked at our evidence. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know why that is. Maybe
When the judge comes out on the record saying, I just don't have time, I'm not going to look at that, that's ugly.
I've never seen a judge. Have you ever seen a judge say that?
Sure. But usually it's followed up with, this looks like it's going to take 4 or 5 hours. We're going to set it for a hearing in a month to deal with this and spend the time and look at it.
Right.
But
Not.
it's very frustrating when you have some of these judges, they show up for work on Wednesday morning and they've got 50 of these things on calendar that they're supposed to get done in 2.5 hours. And they don't have a whole lot of time to deal with a lot of them. Now, when they're dealing with 50 of them, a third of the time the petitioner doesn't show up and the case gets thrown out without prejudice. And a third of the time the respondent doesn't show up. And so those are usually pretty quick hearings because the restraining order gets issued without the judge taking much in the way of evidence. And then, of course, a number of those will be continued because the restraining party didn't get served or something like that. But, when you got 20 of these things left over and you have 2 hours to deal with it or 2.5 hours, that's hard for the judges to do sometimes. But I've never heard of a judge doing this saying, I don't want to look at it. I'm just too busy. I'm not going to give you the time, because these are pretty serious. I mean, it's not going to put the father in jail, but it certainly could stop him from getting certain jobs. It could stop him if he was in his own custody dispute. I mean, it could be any number of bad things. So these are real serious. Obviously, it would destroy his ability to possess a firearm during the dependency of the restraining order.
Yeah. Thank goodness CPS said it was unfounded, because then it would be even worse.
Well, they said it was unfounded, but now he's got the restraining order, so that's still going to show up in that computer.
Yeah, he says his father speaks Spanish and they didn't even have a translator for him. That's my guess is that's on you for not getting a translator for him.
No, if they asked for it, then
if they asked for it, maybe they didn't. That's what I'm saying.
But if he doesn't speak English, the judge should know that within about 2 seconds. What courthouse was it in? I mean, was it in Sacramento or was it in San Diego?
Or some other rural place where they don't have, and they should have translators everywhere, but.
And even if not, they have them available online with the telephone or through the internet or something else. And there's money that's given to the courts to be able to provide these translators.